Most of us want to save more money, you know. We know it is the smart thing to do. We make plans and set goals with the best intentions. But then life happens. Saving can feel incredibly difficult in our modern world. It often feels like a chore, another task on a long to-do list that never seems to get shorter. We are told to budget every penny. We are encouraged to track every single coffee we buy. This can make saving feel restrictive and punishing. It can feel like we are giving something up, rather than gaining something valuable for our future. Think about a time you tried a new savings app. At first, you were excited. You linked your bank accounts and watched the numbers. But after a few days or weeks, the novelty wore off. Maybe you got a notification that you overspent on groceries. It felt like a scolding. So you stopped checking the app. You stopped thinking about it. Soon you were back to where you started, feeling a little bit guilty and a lot less motivated. This is a very common experience for so many people. The problem is not you. The problem is often the method. Many traditional saving strategies are designed to feel like work. They lack a sense of fun or immediate reward. They are all about discipline, delayed gratification, which are hard skills to maintain every single day. We need a way to save that feels less like a strict diet and more like a fun game. We need a system that is simple to start and easy to continue. I want to show you a method that does just that. It is a simple, tangible, and surprisingly fun way to build a real savings habit. It is called the 100 Envelope Challenge. This method has helped countless people save a significant amount of money without feeling deprived. It does not require complicated spreadsheets or constant tracking on an app. It uses simple physical items that you probably already have at home. This challenge turns the chore of saving into a daily moment of surprise and accomplishment. It promises a clear and achievable path to a big goal. It proves that you can build a better financial future, one small, simple step at a time. Let's explore how this easy method can work for you. The 100 Envelope Challenge is wonderfully straightforward. Its beauty lies in its simplicity. You do not need any special financial knowledge or fancy technology to get started. All you really need is a desire to save and a few basic supplies. The core idea is to break down a large savings goal into 100 actions. Small, manageable, slightly unpredictable daily actions. This turns it from a burden into a daily ritual you can look forward to. It's hands-on and connects you physically to saving. Here are the easy steps to get started. Gather 100 envelopes, plain white business envelopes, colorful craft store envelopes, or recycled envelopes. Write a number on each envelope from 1 to 100. Make sure each number is used exactly once. Shuffle the envelopes thoroughly. Put them in a box, a basket, or a drawer. This is your challenge box. The daily action is simple. Every day, for 100 days, reach into the box and pull an envelope at random. No picking and choosing. The surprise is part of the fun. Look at the number you drew. That number is the dollar amount to save that day. Pull 23, put $23 in cash inside. Pull 5, put $5 inside. Place the money, then seal the envelope. Once sealed, set it aside. Do not open it again. Keep sealed envelopes in a separate, safe place. Each day repeat the process. Draw, fill, seal. Continue until no envelopes remain. At the end, you'll have a large stack of 100 sealed envelopes, and you'll have saved a substantial amount of money. It's a clear, finite process with a definite, rewarding end. You might be wondering how much you actually save with this method. The final amount is surprisingly large, and the math behind it is quite simple. The challenge works by having you save every whole number amount from $1 to $100. When you add up all those numbers, you get your grand total. It is a classic mathematical sum that demonstrates the power of consistent, incremental progress. You are essentially adding the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, all the way up to plus 100. There is a simple formula for this, but you can also think about it in pairs. If you pair the smallest number, 1, with the largest number, 100, you get 101. If you pair the next smallest, 2, with the next largest, 99, you also get 101. This pattern continues all the way to the middle. You will have 50 pairs that each add up to $101. So, 50 multiplied by $101 equals $5,050. That is the magic number. The 100 Envelope Challenge is more than just a clever savings trick. It works so well because it taps into basic principles of human psychology. It's designed to overcome the mental roadblocks that make saving hard. The method is engaging and rewarding and helps build momentum so you stick with it. It changes saving from dread into positive anticipation. First, it gamifies saving. Turning saving into a game removes feelings of deprivation. You stop focusing on what you can't spend and start focusing on drawing an envelope. Chance and surprise are key. You might draw a small amount like $7, or a large one like $92. That randomness keeps things interesting. It builds curiosity. You want to see tomorrow's draw. That little dopamine hit can beat the urge to quit. Second, it gives tangible, visual proof of progress. Digital numbers feel abstract. A number on a screen doesn't always feel real. This challenge changes that. You can hold the envelopes, you can feel their weight. Each day you move an envelope from the to-do box to the done pile. Third, it builds a powerful habit. Lasting change comes from consistent habits, not one-offs. The challenge makes you do a small savings action every day. At first it takes willpower. After a few weeks it becomes routine, like brushing your teeth. That's the power of habit formation. Once saving is automatic, you stop debating it. The habit carries you forward. The classic 100 envelope challenge done over 100 consecutive days is a fantastic sprint. It builds momentum quickly and delivers a big result in just over 3 months. However, this pace can be intense. The randomness might mean you draw several high-number envelopes in a single week, which can be a strain on any budget. For many people, a slower, more marathon-like approach is a better fit. This is where the weekly variation comes in. It offers the same structure and the same end goal, but spreads it out over a more manageable timeline. The weekly method is simple. Instead of drawing one envelope every day, you commit to drawing a set number of envelopes each week. A popular option is to draw 2 envelopes per week. You could do this every payday, for example. Reach into your box, pull out 2 envelopes, and fill them both. By doing this, you will complete the challenge in 50 weeks, which is just under 1 year. This pace aligns perfectly with a typical annual savings goal and makes the financial commitment much more predictable and easier to budget for. This approach significantly reduces the pressure. If you are drawing 2 envelopes a week, you have more time to plan. If you draw a high number like $98, you know you have a full week to make sure the cash is available, rather than having to come up with it by the next day. This makes the challenge more accessible for those with tighter cash flow or irregular incomes. You still get the fun of the random draw and the satisfaction of sealing the envelopes, but without the daily stress that the sprint version can sometimes create. It's a great way to balance ambition with reality. The goal of saving over $5,000 is incredibly inspiring, but for some, it might feel out of reach right now. The possibility of drawing an $80 envelope, $90 envelope, or $100 envelope can be intimidating, even on a weekly schedule. The most important rule of any savings plan is that it must be realistic for your personal financial situation. If a plan causes you too much stress, you are unlikely to stick with it. The good news is that the 100 envelope challenge is infinitely customizable. You can easily scale down the numbers to fit your income and your goals. One simple way to scale the challenge down is to cut all the numbers in half. Instead of numbering your 100 envelopes from 1 to 100, you would number them with half-dollar values. Your envelopes would be labeled 50 cents, $1, $1.50, up to $50. The process remains exactly the same. You draw 1 envelope each day and put the specified amount inside. At the end of 100 days, you will have saved a grand total of $2,525. Another option is to change the range of numbers completely. You do not have to use 100 envelopes. You could do a 50 envelope challenge. Simply number 50 envelopes from 1 to 50. If you complete this challenge, you will save $1,275. The highest amount you would ever have to save is $50, making it much more manageable for a tight budget. You could even do a 200 envelope challenge using numbers from $1 to $200 if you're feeling ambitious, though that is a very advanced level. The key takeaway is that you should make the challenge work for you. The goal is not to perfectly replicate someone else's plan. The goal is to build the habit of saving consistently. Any amount you save is a victory. While the tangible nature of cash and envelopes is a huge part of the appeal for many, it is not for everyone. Some people rarely use cash and prefer to manage their money digitally. Others may be concerned about the safety of keeping a large amount of cash at home. If that sounds like you, you do not have to miss out on the fun and effectiveness of this challenge. You can easily create a digital version that keeps the spirit of the game alive while working seamlessly with modern banking tools. This approach combines the best of both worlds. To start the digital challenge, you first need to create your list of numbers. Use a simple notes app on your phone. Use a spreadsheet. Use a physical notebook. Just list the numbers from 1 to 100. This list will serve as your box of envelopes. You will also need to set up a separate savings account dedicated solely to this challenge. This is crucial. Keeping the money separate from your regular checking account makes your progress clear and reduces the temptation to spend it. A high-yield savings account is a great option. Each day, instead of drawing a physical envelope, use a random number generator to pick a number between 1 and 100. Use free websites, use apps. Once you have your number for the day, immediately transfer that dollar amount from checking to your dedicated savings account. For example, the generator gives you 67 Enream, transfer $67, then cross that number off your list. This is the digital equivalent of sealing the envelope and setting it aside. This digital method has several advantages. Your money is safe in a bank. It might even earn a little bit of interest while you save. Transfers can be done in seconds from your phone. You still get the element of surprise from the random number generator. You still get the visual satisfaction of crossing numbers off your list. Watching the balance in your savings account grow provides the same sense of accomplishment as seeing a stack of envelopes pile up. It is a perfect modern twist on a classic, effective idea. Like any plan, the 100 envelope challenge has a few potential stumbling blocks. Being aware of them ahead of time makes it much easier to navigate them without getting discouraged. These are not reasons to avoid the challenge, but simply things to plan for. With a few simple adjustments, you can easily overcome these common issues and ensure that your savings journey is smooth and successful. The key is to be flexible and kind to yourself throughout the process, rather than being rigid and unforgiving. One common concern is the risk of keeping cash at home. As you progress through the challenge, the amount of cash in your sealed envelopes can add up quickly. Storing thousands of dollars in a box in your closet can feel risky due to the potential for theft, fire, other damage. The fix for this is simple. Do not let the cash pile up. Schedule a regular bank day for yourself. Once a week, every 2 weeks. Take your sealed envelopes to the bank. Deposit the cash into your savings account. Another potential pitfall is the random draw on a tough week. What happens if you draw the $95 envelope the day before your rent is due? This can cause unnecessary stress and make you feel like you have to quit. The solution is to give yourself a little grace. You are in charge of the challenge. It is not in charge of you. If you draw a number that feels truly impossible for that day, it is okay to put it back and draw another. 1 redraw per month, 2 redraws per month. Finally, there is the issue of lost interest. Cash sitting in an envelope does not earn any interest. While the amount of interest lost over 100 days is not huge, it is still a factor to consider. This is another problem that is easily solved by making regular deposits into a high-yield savings account. This allows you to combine the powerful habit building of the physical challenge with the financial benefits of earning interest. The digital version, of course, solves this problem from the very beginning. Your money starts growing, even if just a little, from day one. We have walked through the simple steps of the 100 envelope challenge. We have seen how it can turn the difficult chore of saving into a fun and rewarding game. It works because it is visual. It is habit forming. It breaks a huge goal into small, achievable, daily wins. You have seen how the math adds up to an incredible $5,050. More importantly, you have seen how flexible this method can be. Try a fast 100-day sprint. Try a steady weekly marathon. Try a scaled-down or digital version. This plan is not about financial wizardry. It is about psychology and consistency. Small, steady actions lead to big, meaningful results. People who complete this challenge often talk about more than just the money. They talk about the confidence they gained. Their mindset shifted from anxiety to control to empowerment. This challenge is a practical tool, not a magic wand. It won't solve every problem overnight, but it will help you build the habit of consistently putting money aside. It teaches you that you are capable of achieving big things. It shows you that your future self is worth saving for. $1, 1 envelope, 1 day at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your journey to financial peace can begin with a single envelope. So I invite you to start today. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait until next month or next year. Start small. Right now, find just 1 envelope, write the number 1 on it, put a single dollar inside and seal it. That is it. You have started. That one small action is a powerful vote for the future you want to create. It is a promise to yourself.